Hey everyone, and welcome to the Stories of Weird. Okay, so if you didn't understand it, because I'm not sure if that word actually came out, so that would be the Stories of Weird. Emphasis on the D. And the Stories of Weird is the video podcast where weird people give weird commentary about weird things. And here I'm your host, Weston, and here are my co-hosts, Victoria.
What's up, guys?
And my other co-host, Tom. It's like, are you trying to show us that your hair is still healthy?
I guess. I guess. You know what? My hair is a disaster, so I'm just going to cover it up.
Because that was better.
Yes, it is.
So it's funny because Victoria has seen this hat before, and I've seen a quick picture of it, but I'm very curious to everything about that hat and why you have it, personally.
Personally, I was at the mall with some friends, and I saw it, and I'm like, hey, that looks pretty cool. I tried it on. I liked it, and it was $10. I said, doggone it, I'll take it.
You know, $10 isn't that bad for a hat. Let me tell you.
No, it's not. Plus, I keep getting compliments on it, so I think it's a good choice. Although it's weird. One person, I was at my job and I was wearing it, and she comes up to me and she says, I just want to let you know that we think your hat is really cool. Can I touch it? and I'm like, sure. So she goes like this. It won't hurt, will it? And I'm all,
it won't hurt.
It shouldn't. So she touches it and she's like, oh, okay.
Yeah, because
she walks away.
Wouldn't that be great? You just say, oh yeah, don't worry, they're just death spikes. I just kill random civilians with them. So yeah, I wouldn't touch them.
They conduct electricity, so be aware you'll get a little shocked.
I was shocked already when I saw it, so don't worry.
Just knowing me or just seeing it? Don't you give me that look, Victoria.
A little bit of both, maybe? I don't know. Just, wow. Yeah. Do you wear that hat every day? Have you been wearing it every day?
No, I've only worn it twice. This is the third time.
Okay. Nice. Did you get it at Spencer's at the mall? Where'd you get it from?
I'll keep that little ditty to myself.
Okay.
But,
oh boy. All right. I'll stop there.
No. See, Tom, you and I and Weston, we're film majors, and we know exactly what a teaser is. Now, you don't just lead in with that and then no payoff. So, by the end of this podcast, I want to know where you got this hat. I almost said atrocity, but where you got this hat.
At the end of the podcast, I'll tell you. How's that?
Oh, there.
Hold me to it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds good. So, all right. Well, how have you guys been? What have you guys been up to in the last week? That sounds great.
Yeah, I went to a club for the first time.
Like a dance club, I'm guessing, not like film club.
Yeah, like I went to the club.
Oh yeah, and how was that? I'm very interested. Tell me about the club experience, Tom. Was it weird?
It was a little weird.
Okay.
It was weird they let him in. Did you wear that hat?
You're not allowed to wear hats. Periods. I would have. I totally would have though.
You know, gang signs. You just don't know.
No,
Really?
I think that's what they were worried about. You're not allowed to wear like tennis shoes or hats into that specific club. So
Wait, like actual tennis shoes? Like I can't wear a pair of Nikes or like New Balance or my Air Jordans?
See,
I don't have them.
I think so because I wore these and I was fine.
Well, they look somewhat classy though. I mean, they had that little brown part. Just saying.
I guess. I don't know because I
That's
thought
it,
I thought
folks.
that was a tennis shoe.
You want to be classy? You just need a little brown piece of leather around your shoe.
It's true. It's true.
I know. I did not.
And
know.
then if you want to cancel it out because you think it's too classy, you wear this.
Yep. Then you can just kind of go in the other direction and go for super cash.
Super cash.
Super
How
cash.
about like punk cash?
So what else? What else was interesting about the club? I'm very interested.
It had there was so much bass, I actually felt my skeleton rattle.
As long as you could put it back together, that's what matters, I guess.
Well, it didn't like burst out of my skin. So that was a good thing. And it was a 21 and older club. And the funny thing is they're looking at my license and they're like, so how old are you, Thomas? And I'm like, 21. And they went,
You know,
okay. And they let me in. And I'm like, what the heck?
you know what I love is people that get carded, because I don't. I do not get carded, and I have not. I think I've only been carded once, and it was on my 21st birthday because somebody said, "Oh, she just turned 21." Like it's silly, but like this apparently, is middle-aged, female mother that that's what people see. They're like, "Yeah, you're like in your 30s, yeah," and I just want to go. Yes, give me all the adult drinks now because you just made sure that that's what I need tonight. Thank you. So when people like, oh, can I see your ID? The only time I got carded, I think that wasn't on my birthday, was they needed to see my ID, and I was 17. I was 17. They needed to see my ID because they didn't believe that I was old enough to have, like the lady goes, so are you taking your niece? I'm there with my best friend who is 4 years older than me. And we were going to go see, I think it was Sweeney Todd. And because it was rated R, you have to be 21 or over to buy tickets. And they're like, yeah, can we see your guys' IDs? Because they were like, oh, if you're going to pay, are you taking her? And they look at her and they're like, is that your niece? And I'm going, our family's weird. Yes, no, that's my niece. Yes. Yeah, look at her. She's so small. Like, so Tom, just be thankful that they card you and that you look as young as you do and that they have a hard time believing it because it could be worse, sir. It could be worse.
Apparently, so while I look my age, I've known people who don't look their age. They look younger. I was once in Sacramento for something with 3 friends, and if I've said this story before, stop me. But I was there, and we're all sitting on the couch next to one another, and I'm on this side, and I have the other 2 over here, and the president of our community college is looking at us, and he says to the person next to him, don't they all look the same age? The one on my right is 31, 11 years older than me. The one on his right is one of our professors. And we all look the same age, apparently.
Nice.
And I'm like, okay.
It was it was a compliment to them. It's because they're all baby-faced and annoying.
I love,
and then
I love it that my girlfriend. So my girlfriend, she is a year and a half older than I am, and I'm 22. She's about 23. She'll be 24 coming up November. She feels so old, and like I think within the last year, she has been carded at a movie, a rated R movie, and I have not. And that's just I love that because she's older than me, but she has that baby face, So
okay, but it does no. What he neglects to tell you all, what he's omitting from this is that he's a foot taller than she is, and it looks like he's taking a little
maybe
kid
a foot and a half. We have yet to measure.
No, I have measured.
You have? Right. Never mind.
Yeah, because I think she's what, like 5'2" ish.
Yeah, and that guy is 6'2". I'm like, apparently 6 feet, but every tape measure in the world says 5'11", and then I have a friend who is 5'11". I'm taller than he is, and yet no tape measure will tell me I'm 6 feet. I'm like, you've got to be kidding me. I'm still the shortest man in my family.
Well, even though she is so small, tiny but mighty, fun size. That's the way I like to think of it as.
Dude, she's really good about getting into your like peripheral vision and getting under your radar because she scares the crud out of me every time. She just pops up out of nowhere and she's like, oh, hi. And I'm like, okay, where were you? And can we get a bell on you? Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what it's like.
Hi, I'm Kayla.
The voice and everything. Wow. You nailed that.
And then the departure.
Yeah. So,
she's not that creepy. I would, yeah, she's not that creepy. Don't worry, people.
No. I mean, let's put it this way: if you'd rather have Kayla pop up or Tom's hat, you'd probably want Kayla to pop up and scare you. Don't understand that hat. I really don't.
So, Victoria, how about you? What have you been up to?
Oh, is the Hobbit leaving the Shire?
You know what? The Hobbit is definitely applying to leave the Shire. So for those of you who may not know, I was offered, I know I talked about it last week, but I was offered this opportunity to study abroad in London, and I'm applying to do so because I've been up and down let's put it this way. I've been up and down every single pro and con list that I can come up with, and there's more pros than cons. So
That's what I
yeah,
told
I'm
her.
applying. And it's great. I have this really great roommate, Kevin. And no, I'm kidding, Weston.
No!
Kevin's great. Kevin, however, just he does that thing. He's like, could you just go? And that's all he said. But Weston has been, no, you should go because of these reasons. So it's like I have my own Gandalf, you know.
You
That apparently
shall not. You shall actually. You shall go. Sorry.
You
So,
shall pass.
Yes, pretty much.
So, but this week kind of made it final that I am doing, like I am taking this chance. So, yeah, I'm exhausted though, because I've got a boatload of homework plus all this stuff to go to London because nothing like deciding to change your life in 1 week. The 2 weeks, you know, a fortnight even. Yes.
Unfortunately.
Now that's like,
You sounded like the dad from the Wild Thornberries for a second.
Yes. Oh, yes. Oh.
oh, Nigel. But yeah, I'm gonna be doing that. So yeah, but I'm exhausted. So, but it's cool. It's cool. What I think is really weird about it is that again, I am not a person to willy-nilly dive into things. I plan it all out because all my life, if I do something, you know, spontaneous, it doesn't go well. So this is the first spontaneous thing I've done in a while. And I'm still planning it all out. But yeah, no, that's me. That's what I've been up to.
And I think it is great.
Thank you.
Although I'm a little mad because then I won't get to see her next semester. Actually,
Well,
I won't get to
dude,
see either of these two.
Well, you don't. Well, maybe not in person, but we haven't discussed. Wait, sorry. Say that again,
Yes,
Victoria.
they're happy because they're getting away from me, folks. That's what they're not telling you. That's what they're omitting. I'm actually distraught over here.
What I was going to say was no, but every week, hopefully, you'll be able to see us. I might be sipping tea and it'll be 8 hours ahead of your time. It'll be the middle of the night and just me, you know. Yes, it's weird. It's strange. It's odd even, you know, that kind of stuff.
Hey, that way. Okay, because one time she had said, I want to move to London, adopt a posh accent, and when I come to the States, immediately lose posh accent, and therefore lose all credibility when I try to convince people I have it. This way, we'll have proof. We'll have proof that you have said posh accent.
All right, so let's see. This week, so I mentioned last week that I am co-producing a short film with a small budget through our school, and my girlfriend is the other co-producer, and this Friday is our first day of filming, so we have some things that we still need to put together, and it's exciting, but it's also kind of nerve-wracking because, you know, so many things can go wrong, because they say in production, expect something to go wrong, so we just don't know what that'll be.
And apparently, I'm not gamer enough to pull off one of the characters. Thanks, guys.
Victoria, does Tom look like a gamer to you?
In this hat or
Man.
period?
Oh, Skype has some issues right now. We have technical issues you cannot see. I'm sorry. Tom, there are many things that you are. That is not one of them.
And that is all I'm saying, Tom. That's just not one of the things that.
My face is so red right now.
But yeah, so I would say that is probably that's the biggest thing that I'll be doing. And then seriously, I'm just shooting for November. Once November hits, I can just take it easy. I can work on other classes and not be as crazy about the production course.
Dude, I'm with you. Once November comes, I'm going to be like, all right, yeah. Let's just
Christmas decorations. We'll start putting that.
Oh yeah, no, I'm telling you, once Thanksgiving hits near me and you're like just on the calendar, I'm gonna be in a turkey coma for like weeks.
Tom, you're nodding your head. What's up?
I'm shaking my head. This is a nod. This is a shake.
Thank you for everyone's clarifying me. Fine. Okay, you're shake. Why are you shaking your head, Tom?
Because he's trying to get that hat off his head.
Actually, I'm trying to generate static electricity. Almost there. But, okay, folks, because we're all film majors, but I'm a business minor, which means I need to take some courses that are not quite as much fun, even if they're as nerve-wracking. But, for example, I'm taking an accounting course.
Woohoo. Whoa,
Oh, I'm sorry. Were we supposed to celebrate? Oh, bad. Hold on a second.
No, there's no celebration. Just once November hits, my life is over.
Well,
My life is over.
we'll celebrate life for you.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Thank you. You'll see. We'll be here doing the podcast, and I'll be doing my homework. That doesn't round up.
I'm shaking my head, Tom. Shaking my head.
Really looks like a nod from here.
That's the best. That was the best reaction from Weston that I needed that.
Okay, guys. So, are you ready?
Into the podcast.
Are you ready to get into weird stories?
Oh, let's do it.
Absolutely.
Okay.
It's like that's what this is about.
It's almost
know.
as if.
As if.
I thought this was the Tom Victoria Weston podcast. Isn't that what it's called?
Who the heck's Victoria? You guys got another girl? What is this?
Oh, I thought it was the guy with the spiky hat. Is that Victoria?
Thanks,
There's
Huey
no one
Lewis.
named Victoria. There's no one named Victoria that would wear a spiky hat. Okay.
Now that's it. I love all the challenges. You always bring up challenges.
I know.
I have to find somebody now named Victoria that wears spiky hats.
You're gonna find like a billion next week. I'm just gonna sit there and go, they're not a Victoria.
It's like that's a dude, and I don't know why his name is Victoria.
It's gonna be all pictures of me with this stupid hat, and I'm like, I don't know who that is.
A boy named Sue.
Evil
happening
twin.
right now.
My evil twin wears that hat. Great.
Okay, so our podcast is broken up into two sections. The first section is called Wouldn't It Be or Weird or Strange If, and we'll be getting into that section. And our second section is where the three of us bring up random stories that we found from the web and talk about it because the world is very strange. So let us go into our first section. So the way this works is that we grab two random verbs and we get one verb and two random nouns. We put them together, make a sentence, and decide if it will be weird or not. So you guys ready for let's see, should we start with the verb?
You know, we never start with the verb, so let's start with the
I
verb.
know.
Okay. All right. So our first word
What
thing
you do?
is receive. Receive is the verb.
Receive.
Receive. Don't get too ahead of yourself here. Okay. And then nouns. Let's pick two nouns. All right. Let's just take these ones. So we have shake and observation.
Shake receives observation. Okay, that's already
Okay,
weird.
wait a second.
We haven't even done anything
Shake?
yet.
No, okay, wait. Where are you getting these nouns? Because like, shake.
And-
I mean,
Like,
Milkshake.
as in a milkshake? Okay.
then they need to just say milkshake because. I mean, I'm just saying, like, what else kind of shake is there? I mean, you could say a malt, but you don't say a malt shake. Like, it's just called a malt.
This is the verb, though,
Anyways.
Tom. This is a verb.
I know, that's why I got confused.
So, okay, so let's just throw in milkshake. So, milkshake,
Right.
received, observation.
This is like one of those Cheez-Its commercials where like the cheese needs to mature and they're like looking at it
It is.
like,
is.
how are you doing today? And he sits down and whoopee cushion goes off, you know, and it's like, not ready.
So, our question is, would it be weird if a milkshake received observation?
From who?
Hello, all the boys that come to the yard. I've been waiting. I was waiting for somebody to say who would observe it. Whew, that was good. Okay.
And
Give me
thank you,
five,
Gwen
right
Stefani.
Here. Victoria, right here through
Oh,
the camera. Give me
right
5.
there, buddy.
Woo! Oh my goodness.
Oh, that was fantastic. Yeah.
I was like, I'm going to be the late one in this.
You're the one that goes in for the fist bump and it comes this and does like, what's up?
So,
Yeah.
yeah.
So aside from the obvious milkshake yard observation joke, I will tell you that I observe I can't even speak.
I absorb.
I absorb
absorb.
milkshakes. I'm sorry. Getting personal here on the podcast. No, I observe. That was disgusting.
That was. And it's in
Like-
our
I would say there are things that are okay to hear in earbuds. Not one of them, Weston.
So wait, you guys are telling me that your milkshake experiences don't sound like that?
No.
No, I didn't say that. I'm all right, let me clarify. I didn't say that they didn't sound like that. I don't pay attention to how I sound when I'm drinking a milkshake. That was a verb choice right there. I just want to let you know. But I know that, like, you know what I love is like a really good homemade milkshake, like the ones that are hand mixed.
Legit.
And they're so thick that when you're drinking it, like your cheeks like get sucked in like you're sucking on a warhead, and then like the straw flattens until it hits that chunk of ice cream, and then you're too committed now. You're way too committed to do it because you already look stupid. So you drink it and then you just take a deep breath through your nose, and then you just drink as fast as you can, and you hear that. It's delicious.
It's like, excuse me, sir. Would you like a spoon? Do I look like I want a spoon? I'm committed.
You got the straw. The straw's like out of your mouth. You're all, what up? You wanna go? Yeah. So
I felt like that otter for a second.
I think that like milkshakes receiving observation is when you're people watching at like a place that sells milkshakes, and you're watching those poor saps that are trying to drink their milkshake, and you can't help. It's like a train wreck. You're like,
so are the milkshakes being observed or the people receiving
I'm
observation?
A fat kid,
If it's receiving observation, that means they're the one being observed, correct?
The milkshake or the people? That's what I'm trying to. Are we talking about? Are we
No,
looking at
the milkshake. Milkshake receives observation, or it receives a report on an observation of someone else.
Here, Mr. Milkshake, I have that report you're looking for. Here you are.
Thank you, Victoria. Thank you. So let's see. We met the quota.
Yes, but sir,
enough strawberry creams have been sold this week to satisfy our business.
You've got a cherry on top.
Oh.
Yeah.
Maraschino.
Did you see how they got there?
No, but I will say, that dollop of whipped cream, you're looking good, sir. You're looking great.
Thanks.
By the way,
And this is where they lost me.
That wasn't even acting, guys. That's how I hit on my food before I eat it. I'm just like, you look delicious. How you doing? Wow.
And then she turns into the Beast from the Disney movie.
Yeah, no, I do.
She's like,
That's how you enjoy food. That's the way I would go with it.
that actually is how you enjoy food. I've done it.
Oh, it's delicious. Like food is food. But
I still remember my first date with Kayla, and we went to a restaurant, and then we were just being so overly polite because you don't want to have that bad impression, right? So we had a salad, and usually just stick it in, just kind of go for it. But we're just taking like 2 pieces of lettuce.
oh no, see, this is why
That's
I don't date.
ridiculous.
I'm sorry. Social niceties, like, I mean, I will at least close my mouth when I chew. I'll try to. But I can tell you right now, none of this picking at your food thing. No. If there's food in front of me, it gets eaten. All right.
This is mine.
Yeah. Sorry.
Tom, do you do that social nicety thing?
Not since I learned to chew with my mouth closed at 5 years old.
Okay.
Really?
I was like imagining before that, just food flying out of your mouth. It's like, Tom, you ate half of your
No
dinner.
wonder that other girl ran out of the restaurant screaming.
I was like, whoa, you were dating at 4? Like,
Just kidding.
I was like, that's the early start.
Hey, you know what? I'm just saying, some kids they got game.
My name's Tom. Sup?
That's the 3 words I know. Sup.
You sound like a real...
No, okay.
Oh.
That's
Okay,
4.
so-
Thank you.
Weston.
Yes.
Weston.
Victoria.
What about you? What do you think about this whole milkshake receiving observation?
Well, I feel like when you go to a restaurant and you're seeing people getting served their food, I feel like that's the kind of case where it applies to me. So I'm seeing people getting their dessert. I just got there. I just ordered my main entree, and I see them. They're getting dessert. There goes that malt milkshake. It's coming out. I'm observing that thing. I don't care about them. I want to see that shake. What kind of shake did they get? Did they get chocolate? Did they get vanilla, strawberry? What did they get?
So it's not like where A milkshake is under observation because he's been seen going to a strange whipped cream's house, and his cherry wife has hired a detective because she thinks he's cheating on her.
Holmes, what do you think about this observation?
Yes, well, I can tell you it's elementary, my dear Watson, or my dear Weston. I still think that's one of my favorite things to say to you.
It does work out quite well.
I can just tell you that with vanilla, because I mean, vanilla is like one of those great flavors that you can tell who she's been running around with. I mean, you ever accidentally get like chocolate sauce on vanilla? There's no escaping that. I mean, we all saw it. But I mean, then you get those really sassy milkshakes that are like, oh, I'm chocolate and strawberry. And you're just like, homie, don't play that, all right? I mean, woo, I'm just saying. But now I want a milkshake. Man, I hate you guys.
That's right. There's a Sonic down the street, so we'll be fine. After 8 p.m., does that include weekends?
Yeah. I don't know. It better.
Well, we'll find out, I guess. Okay. All right. Well, hey, let's move on to our second segment where we bring up weird stories. Tom, do you want to start us off?
Sure, considering since I'm no longer on that good internet connection, I'm likely to cut out at any moment.
Okay, well, let's hope that doesn't happen. But Tom, go for it.
Yes. My first story is it's about making lemonade out of lemons. I would say literally,
Weird.
but that doesn't quite apply.
Never saw that coming. Sorry. Just, yeah.
Wait. Oh my God. Lemonade.
What?
Mind blown.
What?
Done.
What?
See, I found that out just 2 days ago, and I've internalized a lot since then, so it doesn't surprise me anymore. But you should have seen me 2 hours ago. I heard about limeade, and I lost it.
You've never had limeade?
I lost it.
Wait, you never had limeade before?
Wait. So
Yes, I have had limeade.
Okay, all right. See, that was actually sounded serious to me. So.
Okay. Epiphany. Limeade, limes. Lemonade, lemons.
Cherry.
What about Gatorade?
Gators.
Well, that relates to your story, doesn't it?
What?
Spoiler alert.
And that's what we call a teaser, folks.
And Gators at
That's
5.
not a teaser. That's a spoiler alert. Oh, Tom, why? All right, tell me about why lemonade is made out of lemons. I'm fascinated.
Okay, so there's a couple in Alabama about 4 years ago. They were coming home, and they find that their front door is busted open, and they come in, and stuff's all over the place. Stuff is missing. They've been robbed. The husband goes into the kitchen, and there's the guy. There's the robber wearing his hat. Yeah, the
Is
robber's
the hat
still
you're
there.
wearing?
Yes, looks pretty badass.
I was looking for a hat. Sorry, I don't have it right here.
No, but Tom does. It's the same hat.
Yeah. But so anyway, here's the lemonade out of lemons part. The lemons is they're getting robbed. The lemonade is they make him clean the house at gunpoint.
Wait,
Yeah, you gonna clean that? You gonna clean that? Huh? Yeah, you should clean it.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. You might want to clean it. You might be
how
dead.
old was this couple? How old was this couple?
I don't remember. I think maybe they were in
Because I'm hoping
their 40s or
I'm
50s.
hoping it's a yeah. I was saying I'm hoping it's a little old lady who's just like, all right, you punk, you get that lemon pledge and you tidy up now. You hear?
And I'd hope she'd be holding like a double barrel shotgun, just huge. You know?
she's the old lady from Ratatouille.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But okay, and then here's the thing. So they had called the cops while he's cleaning. And so the cops finally show up after he's cleaned. And then the robber, he decides to complain to the policeman about how they made him clean while he was breaking and entering and robbing them. So I don't know. I just thought that was funny.
I see that as the same kind of thing where people, when they, what were those suits at McDonald's where the coffee was too hot and they sued McDonald's about it, I feel like it's kind of similar to that. Victoria.
I don't know.
Dumb. Like you rob a house and you end up having to clean it. That is funny. Like you deserve that.
Pretty much.
All right. I'm just saying, like, I really like. I mean, first of all, I hope, like I said, I hope it was an elderly couple. I mean, kudos to the couple anyways. But
Like,
I mean, but I hope she was like nitpicky and that she was like, excuse me, that was facing west. You might want to turn around. You
Excuse
bet.
me.
I want to be able to see your terrified reflection in my toaster. Okay. Like, so like, I mean, I've always wondered, like, what if I came home to like something being broken into, and that is on my not my bucket list, but my what if list. Like, if I'm ever,
Right.
you know, if my place is ever getting robbed, I want to make the person clean the house, because my whole thing is like, if you're in my house and you are robbing it, that means you're finding things that I don't know where they are. So obviously you're good at this. Because wherever my valuables are, they're not out and about. Okay.
I was
I don't know
wondering
where
where
they
those
are.
went. Oh, thanks.
Right?
Thanks. No, thanks.
Dude.
Thanks, really.
Bro, thank you, man. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna let this one slide.
I'm not going to shoot you in the kneecap.
Right.
I won't hit you with my mace of a hat.
Yeah, right. Oh, I don't have to headbutt you to death. Oh, that's just lovely.
Now,
That
Tom,
is-
you have to start running at people. Just head first. You just have to go. I want to see it happen and put it on
I'm
YouTube
not
or
gonna lie,
Vine.
I had that thought before you said it.
I'd hope so.
Like,
or else you're just. I was gonna say, because if you hadn't thought of that, you're not wearing that hat correctly.
Victoria, here's what I'm thinking. So I'm thinking Tom should be on the hood of one of our cars, and we just drive, and then we just hit something. But he's gonna be sticking out, just going, boom.
I'm a battering ram.
Yep. We're gonna break into.
I don't see how any of this could go wrong.
Nope.
No, there's no con to this. Let's do it.
You got padding in that hat, right?
It's his hair.
As long as it works. As long as it works.
Yeah.
All right, Victoria, do you want to go or do you want me to go?
I hate it when people ask me that. It's like, whatever.
Go, Victoria.
Tom has spoken.
Thank you. Cheer me on. Go, Victoria. All right. So what's my first one up that I gave you? Was it my alligator?
Well, we might as well do that one since it's been mentioned
All right.
already.
I know.
Don't you use that
Spoiled.
much. I'm coming at you. Coming at you.
I was really hoping that you would hit your computer screen and it would cut out, and I'd just be like, okay, sorry, Tom's gone, guys.
And the battering ram does officially work.
Yes. All right. So the name of my segment is the Hunchback of Notre Cayman, because he's a Cayman alligator. Okay, I like how I made one of you laugh and the other one coughed. So Weston, did that joke just make you sick? Like,
It's like, alligators in the Cayman Islands.
That- that joke gave me cancer. Like- but anyways, so let's go look at this. Do you have the picture up?
I am grabbing it right now. Kaboom.
Yeah. All right. So as you guys can see, there's this poor 11-foot long Cayman alligator who, as you can see, he's not the lithe, scaly death machine that usually alligators are. He's got a little bit of a hitch in his pickup there. And some I want to say explorers, but some we'll just call them explorers. Some explorers were out and they discovered this poor guy. They'd never seen an alligator with such a huge hump in his back. Like, they know that alligators have ridges like ruffles and
Ruffles.
from their scales, ruffles. But they're looking at him and he was getting around okay, but it was very odd. And I mean, looking at this picture, you can tell that ain't right. So
Nope.
they didn't get close enough to ask the alligator exactly what was on his back. To all of my Mel Brooks fans out there, I looked at this and thought like the alligator would be like, "Hey, what hump?" But anyways, so he this poor alligator, he's just walks around with this hump on his back. They think that it's either a battle injury, like maybe he got in a fight and it just maybe broke part of his back, and when it mended, the bones and his vertebrates and everything just knitted back together like that, or maybe it's a birth defect, like a deformity that he got when he came out of his egg. They don't know. Like I said, they couldn't get close enough to interview him about it. But I mean, the whole thing's a crock.
He was being held in the tower by John Claw Frollo.
seriously, like sanctuary. Except it's like sanctuary. But yeah.
Excuse me, guys. I don't talk that way. Okay, I
mean,
I
but,
don't talk
okay.
that way. If you're
I know,
gonna interview me, at least interpret me right. Okay.
Nom nom nom.
No. Oh, everyone keeps on saying I talk like that, but I don't.
I'm so glad you know what this alligator sounds like.
Voice acting with Weston.
Hello,
But
guys.
it's interesting. Like when I first read the article about him, it said humpback alligator, and all I thought of was like a humpback whale. So I saw this alligator like doing his breach, and I was just like, no, that's probably not what they mean. So I feel bad for the guy because I mean, if you look at it, it looks like, you know, in the cartoons when you see a snake or an alligator eat something and it takes on the shape in the body.
Right.
It looks like he ate our cat while he's hissing, and he's just stuck like that. Yeah. So like maybe he ate a Halloween direction or a direction.
It's like
Direction.
It's like he ate One Direction. Oh, okay.
He ate
I was
Halloween.
gonna say, wait.
I mean, I guess they're lighting up somebody's
Oh,
world.
Victoria, what would you say to that?
If he ate One Direction, well, I would say their career is headed in a different direction now. No, but like, excuse me, a Halloween decoration.
Decoration.
But yeah, no, I feel bad for this little guy, but he's the only one that has ever been spotted that has had this weird,
Yeah.
you know, apparatus. So, yeah, no, I mean, I don't know, it's just, it kind of bums me out for the guy. I want to know, like, how does that make him swim?
This, guys,
Like,
this sucks.
Can you imagine him? Could you imagine him trying to sneak up on like
Right.
an unsuspecting swimmer, and it's just like donna donna, but it's a hump. It's donna donna donna. He's like, you guys can't see me.
What day is
We
it?
can all see
What
you.
day is it?
It's
the moon
someday.
of alligators.
It's someday.
What?
Geico, get on it.
Yes,
Yeah.
I'm hoping most of you.
Number 477 catalog.
I hope most of you have
There
seen
you
that
go.
Geico commercial. It's a good one. I like it. I enjoy it.
I liked it too. At
know-
first, I was thinking, what is he talking about? And then we finally got to, come on, what day is it? And I'm like, oh, I get it.
What day is it?
This poor alligator. Watch, he's gonna meet up with his other alligator friends. They're gonna be like, hey, so we ate a film crew and saw on their TV there's this hump day commercial. We've decided that you need to do it. And he's gonna be like, guys, that's discrimination. Like, nah, man, just do it. So yeah. I wonder, like, I don't know, just poor alligator.
You know, the first thing I saw when I saw the hump, I just immediately wanted to like ride him as an animal. Just like, take me this way.
Oh, look, a perch. Yeah, so, my challenge to you, because we do this. My challenge to you is to find a humpbacked alligator, and I want to see you try to ride that. Like, one, it's nice knowing you, and two,
yeah.
I want to be there at the funeral where your casket is this big because it's what's left of you, so that I can say, "Oh, Weston, I knew ye so little. There were so many to you. Too bad they're all digested."
I told that guy he should not ride me, and he did it anyway.
But yeah, no, alligator.
Interesting. Yeah, that's great. That's a great story.
Thank you. Thank you. You know,
Cool.
a little I do.
All right. Okay. So I guess we should move on to my story.
I mean-
what?
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 I said I want to.
Okay. Sorry. Like, oh shoot. Need to jump on it. Sorry. You're
Jump on it.
Jump on it. Okay. So it is. Which one was I doing? Oh yes. So this one is called Bear Tongue Tied.
Is it a French bear?
You would think so, but actually, no, it's not.
Pardonnez-moi. I am left there. I don't know why French are.
So,
If you're
so I know that
Je
both
suis-
of you guys.
Je suis le français.
So I know that both of you guys have always wanted to fight a bear, right?
Did that.
I didn't know until now, but now I do.
Okay, well, actually, this guy, so this is a story about a guy that had a very interesting encounter with a bear. His name is Gilles Sir. His last name's Cyr. Sir? Sire? Sir. Okay.
Well, it depends on where he's from. Let's just say sir.
Well, he's from New Brunswick, Canada.
Sir.
Okay. So what happened with this guy is that, well, he had an encounter with a black bear. And the bear pretty much got on top of him, like it attacked him. And so what if a bear was on top of you, what would be your first instinct, do you think?
Do you want to be able to hear or
Wait, what?
do you want to be able to hear? Yes.
He was gonna girl. No, Tom. Okay, aside from screaming like a girl, no, really, what would be your first instinct if a big old bear was on you?
Hit it in either the
baby.
eyes, the nose, or the jugular.
Okay, this isn't like Robert Downey Jr. and Sherlock Holmes. You don't have like Guy Ritchie slow-mo to be like, yes, if I punch it here, no. Really, you would just hit it. This is how I see you, bear.
And Tom is gone.
Thanks for having such faith in me, guys.
Okay, so it's really interesting what Gil, I think his name's Gilles or Giles. I'll say Giles. That sounds better. Giles. So what his instinct was when the bear was on top of him, he grabbed the bear's tongue.
My whole thing is like, I'd probably say no means no, bear.
La, 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 la.
Ew.
So it's great. Like, so yeah, what his thing was, the first thing that he thought he should do was he grabbed the bear's tongue and he figured, if the bear, because I think he was pulling it out, so it was like out of his mouth. So he figured if the bear was to, say, try to bite him or attack him, he would be biting his own tongue, which I think the bear did end up doing.
Come on, guys. I don't sound like that.
Oh, come on, man. Come on, man. I just want to say hello.
Just wanted a bear hug.
So what's really amazing is that, so he was doing that right, and he was able to get away from the bear, hide behind a tree, and the bear just forgot about him. And the only thing that the guy had concerning injuries was he had some light scratches and a bite mark on his knee. That's all he had.
So
grabs
the bear
tongue, bear lets go and leaves.
Well, he got behind a tree, but I guess the bear was no longer interested in their little encounter.
I'm telling you, the last time that I tackled somebody and they grabbed my tongue, I wasn't interested either. I mean, I'm all,
Hey.
and then they hid behind a tree. Like you know what? It's a wash after that.
So, what are you doing later, huh?
Okay, so all I can think of is I'm going to take you guys back. Okay, we're going to go back into 2D cartoons, and we're going to see Elmer Fudd and the bear when he's
Willie.
chasing Bugs. Oh, Willie.
Oh, Willie.
And
Oh
Bugs
my.
Bunny, play dead, and the bear buries him because he thinks he's dead. Like, he buries him in 6 feet under, has a funeral, and leaves. Like,
Yeah.
I believe that happens. So,
Just a little snort.
I would, to answer the question that Tom, died during, I would probably, like, once the bear, like, if a bear catches up with me, if any animal were to take me down that was bigger and had bigger teeth than me, I'd just accept fate and go, well, they say you are what you eat, and God, I hope I'm tasty food. I would just accept it. I mean, not that I'm it's not suicidal. Like, at that point, it's just like me versus a bear. Dude, I can barely get up out of my covers in the morning. All right. I don't think I'm going to fight off a bear.
Hibernation every morning.
Exactly. I don't see that happening, but to think, oh, I should grab its tongue. It would be the last thing one of the last things I'd think of.
Right?
Yeah. I just
instinct. Oh, let me go for the tongue.
I mean, all right.
Just think about
Kudos
I know.
Kudos to this guy,
Sir.
because
Kudos to Sir.
Yeah, sir. Yeah, I mean, just think about all the cases with all those like violent crimes. Like all these guys come into prison with their tongues all bitten. Like,
what are you in
So
for?
next time someone robs your house, don't make him clean it at gunpoint. Just grab his tongue.
grab his tongue, then tell him to clean your house, and then just have a gun to his head or something.
No, you grab his
Yeah,
tongue.
you got
and say,
that? You got that? You got that as you're holding his tongue.
And I think there's one more part. Oh, and then so Giles, he had gotten permission from the warden to track down the bear and to kill it, because I guess in that particular area of Canada, there's been a huge population or a huge spurt in population for the black bears. So I guess because of the hunting amount has gone down. So there's like, see, in 8 years, there's been 5,000 more bears in that area.
Snap.
So wait, he has permission to now go on a bounty hunt for the bear that he humiliated?
Yeah, he's going Boba Fett on it. Yep.
But what?
He's going all bounty hunter on it.
So Tom, there's a great movie called Star Wars, and he said Boba Fett, who is one of the greatest bounty hunters. He's
Not
after
Boba Tea.
Han Solo.
Okay. I guess I just forgot about that part.
That's okay. It's all right. He's just one of my favorite characters of all time. But besides that, Tom, what do you got for us?
Well, aside from Judgment from Victoria,
Yeah.
and yet my hopes and dreams are still intact. This is a good episode thus far.
Okay, good.
Alrighty, my second one is also related to an abnormal animal, and it's about a giant guinea pig that's about 1,545 pounds.
Wait, say that again?
Yeah.
What?
Oh, there's a catch though. It's extinct by about 8 million years.
I'm sorry, how big was it again?
It was enormous. 1,545 pounds.
1,500 pounds. Okay.
Until you said it was extinct, I was like, really, Tom? We're gonna talk about me like this? Huh? I am right here. I know where you are. But then you said it's extinct, and I felt better.
Kind of like whenever she says,
Unless you're
"Oh
dead."
yeah, it was hilarious," and I'm like, "I thought we agreed not to talk about my face."
But okay, so wait, an extinct guinea pig.
1,500
Yes,
pound guinea pig.
yeah, it's enormous. Like apparently the biggest of the guinea pig family today is only about a tenth its size.
So wait, there's a 15-pound guinea pig out there?
Yeah, something like that. That's a little scary, isn't it?
I like how a 15-pound guinea pig sounds like my stomach right now. I'm flattered.
Well, hey, at least your stomach is not extinct.
Yeah, it's just So they recently unearthed the fossil in Venezuela, actually. So it's
He's a
like
bit-
there's actual evidence to this thing, and
So he's not even from Guinea. Guinea pigs lie.
No,
They're not.
no guinea pigs are from Guinea.
I'm just saying they're liars.
I mean, aren't dinosaurs from Dino Land?
That's Latin,
They're-
but I'm not gonna take your bait here, Weston. I'm not gonna do it.
Yeah, so I don't know. I just thought it was funny. It's like giant guinea pig because I clicked on it. I'm like, there's a giant guinea pig, and I was thinking, like a very fat guinea pig type of thing, right?
When like first place at a county fair, right?
Yeah, that sort of thing. But no, apparently it's an 8 million extinct year old guinea pig. So we're
I wonder
good.
if there's like hamsters that are twice that size. I would ride one into the sunset.
I told her not to ride me, but she did anyway.
Could you imagine? Could you imagine how much food they pack in their faces? I was like, Weston, that is the most attractive face I've ever seen on anybody ever.
And that includes her British crushes. So that's hot stuff
Hey,
right
you know
there.
what? I'm just saying, yeah. No, that's But no, really. Okay, so like they're sure that it's a guinea pig. Like, did they do one of those cool CGI renderings where they decide like, oh, this must have been what it looked like?
I couldn't find anything to be quite honest, but I think it also, I don't know, the way the article made it sound was that it had to be careful because of things like, I don't know, giant dogs or something that were after it. And I'm like, oh, we're just
like nothing's
we're just
changed.
all sorts of enormous back then, aren't we?
No, it's really fascinating when you find like large versions of animals that still exist today. And I'm just going, okay, but how big were humans? Like, I mean, how big were
Were
we?
we even around at that point in time?
Oh, come on. They're guinea pigs. They had to be pet to somebody because guinea pigs
Masters
are
of the
weird.
universe.
This is the day of the
guinea until humans came along.
There will be
What
all
on
these
earth are you doing, dude?
Well, I don't know what you're talking about.
You know, that hat just doesn't make anything you do credible. I'm really sorry. But it's like, oh, I'm going to embody a guinea pig. But the hat.
Now it's credible.
Now it's credible. Yeah, now I believe it. No, but like really, like think about like giant dogs, okay?
Right.
We know that there were giant cats.
Meow.
Meow.
Wow.
I was thinking like what else could there be that was completely huge?
Everything.
Aside, yeah, I know, because I think everything like just shrank or whatever.
So okay, then could it be said that the world, like Earth, is in fact our washer and dryer?
Well, I guess the materials we're using, you know.
Maybe. Although people are getting larger.
Because we're consistently on this. What's that supposed to mean, Tom?
Like we're gonna need taller doorways.
I know. I was making another fat joke at myself.
I know, and I was avoiding it.
Fat joke made. What are you doing, Tristan?
What? I don't know. I was just. It's like, oh.
He's just ducking out awkwardly.
Anyway, but like we're like the Earth is consistently on a spin cycle. Ha. But I mean, so it's getting hotter. Hello, global warming. Maybe that's why we're shrinking.
Boom.
Just done.
That's today's Victoria's just, you know, I just realized everything about the world.
Every episode, she'll solve a conundrum of the universe.
Yep.
I haven't
Done.
meant to either. It is.
It's natural for me.
What is?
No, that's fantastic.
All right,
Big guinea pig.
All right, Victoria, what do you got for us? What's your next story?
Oh, yes. Okay. I'm a lover of art. And by when I say that, I mean I don't know art, but I know what I like. And I don't know. Oh, I get your like this doesn't make sense, Tom. God. Thank you, Tom Hiddleston. That was for you. Okay, so this guy, his name is His name's Leondro Granato, and he's Argentinian. He's an artist, and he paints with his ears.
With his what?
Yeah.
His tears.
With his tears.
His tears.
His tears. He cries.
So
he snorts paint and it comes out of his eyeballs. Like, why?
Because you can. That's the human motto. Because I can.
Dude, I can grab a bear's tongue, but you don't see me doing it every day.
But you can, and you should.
And like it's funny. He has like this like weird you know, like the little nasal like, suckage things you get when you have a baby. Like parents get them with the newborn, and it's just to get all the mucus and stuff.
Yeah.
And so he fills it with paint, and then he just like snorts it like it's snuff, and he's in the 1800s, and then he like squirts it out of his eyeball and paints with it.
Yum. I know what I'm doing for winter break.
Why? Why? Oh, can you please? I mean, it's disgusting. Like, you
He
snort
must
it and
need
then
to-
just.
He must need to like really think out all the colors he's gonna need to use and where they're gonna go.
I mean, oh, I don't know.
I mean, imagine if he made some mistake. He's like, dang it, that was supposed to be pink. Well,
Oh, gotta add some white. Hold on. Like,
Well,
oh, and like, how does he cry? Does he just cry on command, or does he have onions, or is he watching like a bad movie or something? Like,
soap opera,
you know, I'm hoping that like rude. But I mean,
daytime
me,
television.
I would be crying because I made that life choice. Like, so this
Jerry
for a
Springer.
living. Like, I just, God.
Oh, humanity. Why?
Snort it and like squirt it out of that. It's like those people that do it with milk. I'm like, why? There's no point in it. Like, I mean, why is that? I mean, there's many different mediums of art, and I appreciate that he. I love art. I really do. I think it's express yourself however you want. Heck, I do it by being rude and on a podcast. So, but you,
Right.
sir, you, Senor Granato, are definitely worthy of weird news here on the stories of weird. Because why?
So Tom, you've been I'm sorry. Tom was cracking up. I'm trying to figure out what it was that you said or
where
I
she's
said.
like, people do that with milk. One time I was out at lunch with a family member, and I took a sip of my milkshake, and I ended up laughing so hard it like shot. I forget where it shot of like my mouth or my nose, and it flew across the table and hit them.
Nice. So I take it you were that the milkshake was receiving observation then.
Forceful observation.
Yes, it was. Especially as it flew by. Just we're over. We're done right now. This is stop making sense. Wes, go.
Okay. Well, I will say, the funny thing about art is that it's not even. I mean, sure, it's the medium of paint, but it's just by way of the convention of getting that paint on the canvas. So, like Jackson Pollock just kind of throwing paint on there versus painting it old-fashioned, the old traditional way.
Throwing paint. I mean, this is squirting it out of your eyeball.
It's amazing, right?
I mean, and it is. Like, I bet I saw like there was a picture of him mid squirtage and
Ew.
painting, and it was interesting, like the spatter, that pattern that it could get. But I'm like, just what do you paint? But they didn't have any pictures of what he was painting, just
okay.
that he could. And I'm like, okay.
Well,
I'm
if
just curious.
you guys want to look more into that, his name is Leondro Granato, right?
Leondro Granato.
Granato. Well, then maybe type into Google, see if you can find some actual paintings. Now, I feel like I want to look into it now that you mentioned it.
right?
And, well, totally something completely different from the art world. My final story is about, well, let's see, what did I call this one? All right, Meow Vomit, the weatherman snack.
Meow.
And so what happened here was that a local news guy by the name of Scott Hanley, who's doing out of a news, I think it was CBS, one of the local news places from Hartford, Connecticut. So what he saw on the floor, he was getting the munchies, and he saw on the floor a little thing of food, or what he thought was food, and he thought they were grape nuts. And so what he did, first of all, he took food from the floor that looked kind of gooey. Who does that? Tom?
Apparently the weatherman.
Victoria, Victoria, have you ever
Know that if I spill something, I eat it immediately.
Right, but I don't think he's... So it's only if you spill it right away, though, right? I mean, you see it fall on the ground, you know what it is.
I'm just saying, I've eaten soggy food off the floor, but I know that it's food.
That's funny. That's what the guy said about what he took from the floor. He said it was a little soggy, and it tasted like shoes. He thought it was grape nuts.
What was he, a dog in a past life, so he knows what shoes taste like?
Back up a little bit. Like, he knows what shoes taste like. First of all, I've never cooked for this man, so no, he doesn't. And second of all, What? Like who knows what shoes taste like?
I don't know. Apparently, he's had a bite to eat though. The shoe place.
Hold
I don't
on,
know.
I'll tell you. No.
No, you got to get on the bottom. The bottom. That's the good stuff. You get all the seasonings.
Fillet of sole.
Pretty much.
That was great.
So, yeah.
No, you know, bonus when you get gum though. You have an after dinner mint gum.
And it's funny. So after he had some, like he just starts going, think it's completely disgusting. At first, he thought it was dog duty. Who says dog duty?
Apparently that guy.
People who are censored.
That would do
Wait
it.
a second. Wait a second.
Wait a second.
So he knows what shoes taste like, and now he's saying it tastes like dog duty.
Snacks.
This man deserves everything he's getting for eating this. That's it. No sympathy. None.
So, right. So, yeah, apparently there was actually puddles of these grape nuts, and he soon realized that his cat had just vomited in different places around the studio. And he excused himself from his news broadcast story thing and said, I'm probably going to go vomit. I'm done.
I'm gonna go vomit the vomit, thank you.
Wouldn't you?
Vomitception. I just
And there's Weston just dying over there.
I just thought of myself transporting myself into the vomit and then into that vomit.
Oh. Okay, first of all.
And
first of all-
weird.
Just slightly.
So first of all, he thinks it's grape nuts. And if you've ever had grape nuts, you don't pick those off the floor. Like
You don't?
It's
Oh, what's
just-
that?
Never had grape nuts.
like it's mushy.
Wes, keep
Tastes
in
like
mind you have
dog
a
duty.
cat. Wes, keep in mind you have a cat.
Oh, Max loves you. But like no, first of all, so grape nuts are disgusting looking anyways. No
Sure.
offense to anybody who loves cereal, but they kind of look gross and they don't taste that great. Second of all, apparently this man knows what shoes taste like. Third, this man thought it was dog duty. So like now the whole time that you're telling this story, I just imagine him going, tastes like shoes. Nope, not grape nuts. Might be dog duty. Like he's not even concerned. He's like, no, okay, no, wait. I'm gonna go back a bit. Why the heck does he have a cat on the studio?
It could be one of those emotional support kitties.
Okay, we have an emotional
Cats are
support.
not emotionally supportive.
Well, not anymore.
Dogs.
No, Max is emotionally needy. All right, this is a cat who he's got some issues of his own. Like he needs a support cat.
Yeah.
But like, what? You're on studio and you have a cat, and like nobody tells you. By the way, the cat's been throwing up.
Nope.
Like,
I think he found some on his shoe after that whole thing happened. Just,
he knows what
You
shoes
found
taste
some
like.
cat or you found some vomit?
the vomit, I think.
Okay.
Some cat.
So
That's
yes, I actually throughout this, I've had the picture of his face. Just
Is it up?
yeah, right now, yeah, it's up. I was able to find a picture of his face, and they apparently made a whole thing of it, CBS, so people would watch the news.
Man eats cat vomit. We have news for you.
News at 11.
Oh, and you said he's a weatherman, right?
I believe so.
Cloudy with a chance of.
AKA
that's-
not grape nuts.
Yeah.
Soggy grape nuts.
So wait, is that a cloudy with a chance of hail or
Huh. Yeah, like soggy huh.
sorry? Ew. Ew.
And that is our final story, weird story of the week. So, Yeah, so we'll be back next week at the same time, or probably around 4 p.m. PST. And, of course, the biggest thing you guys could do to help us is, of course, subscribe, because we want your support, and we want to make sure that you see every episode that we do every Sunday. Of course, like and comment, and then eventually we're hoping to get this podcast to go live so we can interact with you guys in real time. And I think that's about it. Did I forget anything, guys?
Oh, this is the second in a row consecutive episode that we haven't lost Tom.
That is totally true. I totally forgot about that. Yay! I'm here.
Blah.
Well, there goes my. I need emotional support, cat.
Just don't eat its vomit.
Yeah, so kids, if you're watching, don't eat grape nuts off the floor. If you want to
Don't
paint
ride
with your eyeballs, stay away from
Don't
me.
ride a humpbacked alligator.
Don't ride a humpbacked alligator, but if you must fight a bear, grab its tongue. The things we learned.
The visual effects by Weston.
Blah.
Yeah. Like, what kind of bear tongue did it have? Like, I'm thinking like Gene Simmons.
That doesn't seem tongue tied. I was actually picturing like a bear with a tied tongue,
Sorry.
like in a knot.
Right. No,
Yeah.
That would be interesting, but
Drop
no.
the ball. No, way to drop the ball, Weston.
His
False
tongue was busy,
advertising.
okay? His tongue was busy.
His tongue was busy. His tongue was busy.
His tongue was busy.
Ah.
It's a busy tongue.
All right, everyone. Well, hey, we'll see you next week, and we hope you enjoyed the podcast and have a weird week.
Very weird. Take it easy.
See ya.
See you then, folks.